Okay, everybody. We hear about the um, Judgment Day, right? And apparently, this someday we will all be sitting upon the throne of judgment or on the seat of judgment, right? Now, it's been said by some that by their works you shall know them, right? Well, I mean, you could easily just flip this around, right? And you could say, by his works you shall know him, right? So, I mean, we could put God on the judgment seat, right? Can we not? I mean, this is, you could do so from, I mean, it depends on the spirit you give it, right? You could do so with a mind seeking wisdom, right? A pious mind. Or you could do so just, to have fun kicking your creator. Um, but you could put him on the judgment seat, right? And so what happens if we do, right? I mean, let's look at gratitude, thankfulness, right? If oh my goodness, like if you have thankfulness in your life is just so much more blessed. Um, like think about like walking outside and the sun hitting your skin, right? If you just take a second, you could feel the biochemical reaction that's happening in your body, right? And it's a delightful biochemical reaction, right? Your body's happy when the sun hits it. You're gonna get some more vitamin D into your system. Um, I mean, oh my goodness, we look at these stories of people who have everything but they're empty, right? They have everything but they're empty. Um, I mean, oh my goodness, gratitude. It's just like if you want happiness, gratitude, head down the path of gratitude. So, like, oh my goodness, like, let's think of this as like an RPG game, right? Let's think of this as an RPG game, and you're a programmer, right? And you're programming the base stats, right? The beginning stats of your of the characters, of all the characters, and you come across gratitude, right? I mean, what did God do? I mean, think about nature. Think about yourself and everyone else. I mean, oh my goodness, he put our gratitude stats at zero, zero. Like there'd probably be like just much more joy and happiness, and people would be la 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 la. If he'd maybe put it at 20%. you know but it seems to be it really does seem like he put the gratitude stats at zero. Like why would he do that? That's kind of a jerk, right? Maybe not though. Maybe there's a reason. um but I mean, there you go. I mean, you can easily question creation. um I mean, let's look at the fly, like born of like shit and rotten meat, a flying maggot, right? And what does the fly do, right? He gets all up in your face, gets all up on your skin, and he taunts you, and it's like you try to hit him, and you can't, right? There's a video game, right? Dark Souls, and every time you die, you know, a screen flashes and it says you die. Right? I mean, when you try to hit a fly, like he taunts you, like he buzzes your face. Ha ha ha. You almost had that, right? Right? I bet you feel disappointed. Ha ha ha. I mean, this is I mean, maybe like I mean, oh my goodness, there's rainbows and butterflies and I mean, let's look at the whole, right? But I mean, maybe God is just, just a little bit of a jerk, right? Little bit of a jerk. I mean, oh my goodness, why would he like flies? Like, I think maybe he was a bit tired when he was making flies. Do. Now let's talk about food. Oh my goodness, right? Like, let's thank all the spices that we have, right? Oh, there's so many great spices that just light your tongue. And, oh my goodness. But what happens when you eat a great spicy meal, right? It's just, heaven on earth. But then what happens in the morning? Oh my goodness. Right? What happens in the morning? In the morning, it's a volcano. It's pain. I mean, he better have a good explanation, right? I mean, come on. Like, anyways, I mean, this is it, right? This is the beginning of the case against God, right? The case because he himself will have to be on the judgment seat, or he's a hypocrite, right? I mean, is he perfect, right? He possibly is, but uh, he will have to have an explanation for this, right? And if you're a pious person, then, I mean, explain that, or shut your face. Uh, so let's build this case, right? This is just a beginning, right? This is just a beginning. It's like zero gratitude, right? Zero gratitude. Two, flies, right? Flies. And three, right? I mean, oh my goodness. Um, this is this is the case against God. Let's build this. Let's build this. Like, you guys, like, let's get on in this, right? Because I mean, this could be a pious project. Like, this could be a really fun project. Because, like, there's no place where pious people and impious people can get together, right? Because there's a separation, right? The pious and the impious mutually just don't like each other, right? But this right here is some ground in which pious and impious people can, get together and, have a conversation and have a few laughs. Um, because I mean, this is a great project. Let's build this case against God. Um, but while we're talking about the judgment seat, I would like to place someone on the judgment seat right now, and that is the conservatives of America. Right? I heard a stat the other day that said that 300 Americans are dying per day of fentanyl. And I mean, that's like a plane crashing each day. Each week that's like a Civil War battle. I mean, oh my goodness, that is. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, look at what happened with the whole talcum powder thing, right? I mean, I know for a fact that, like, most of the medical industry is owned by eugenicists. Not a conspiracy, just a simple fact. The eugenicists own the 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 hospitals, the pharmacies, pharmaceuticals. They own it all. They own the medical schools. Uh, I mean, that's admitted, right? So I'm assuming that the Johnson & Johnson is also owned by eugenicists, right? So what happened, right? I mean, I forgot the number. It was like hundreds of thousands of American babies died from talcum powder, accidentally, right? Accidentally killed by those who wanted to reduce the world's population without its knowledge or consent. um, I mean, if we look at these fentanyl users, like some of them are just real jerks, you know? And it's like, hooray for the Darwin Awards, right? But, I mean, you have to also, like, admit that, you know, I would think that some of these people have grown up in broken homes, right? They've grown up in broken homes. And they're hurting inside. They're in pain. You know, if they were just shown, if they were just, you know, shown a proper path and given some love, you know, then their lives could possibly be very admirable and bright. Maybe, you know, but I mean that's just the thing. It's like, you know, how do you view these fentanyl users? You know, do you have a spirit of love and redemption within you? You know, or is it a spirit of disgust and condemnation? You know, because judgment is an individual thing. You don't judge groups of people. And maybe they are all jerks, and maybe, you know, I'm sticking my foot in my mouth, and maybe it's a hooray for the Darwin Awards. But again, it's like go back to these fentanyl users, right? They grew up in broken homes. How about all of these children who are now growing up in fentanyl homes? You know, and what is the response of the American conservative when viewed with the destruction of his country? You know, he has disgust and hatred towards all these fentanyl users. I mean, you guys are neither moral nor do you love this country. You are hateful men and hateful women. Your country is being destroyed before your eyes. And you are not loving people. You are disgusting. You blaspheme love with your hateful mouths. And all of you need to shut your insufferable mouths. You execrate hatred every day of your lives. Enoch would call you a bunch of unrighteous, those whose righteousness does not extend beyond their mouths. You are all weak and cowardly. And you are not lovers.